reports, and no serious injuries have been reported there tonight. Kyle Draper's here with sports, and once again, as we said, we're going to actually hear and see Rick Pitino for the first time really since about Thunder over Louisville, when all this other news started breaking around surrounding the coach.
Yeah, Coach Pitino really been laying low these last few months, but on Friday they will introduce their new assistant head coach. That's Friday at 3 o'clock. It will be Ralph Willard, the former UK assistant. He's coming to Louisville. He says to assist Coach Rick Pitino, not take over for him. He gave that quote to the Louisville Courier-Journal. Now, the 63-year-old Willard will be introduced as the new associate coach Friday, 3 o'clock. Him and Pitino go back a number of years. He was first an assistant under Pitino with the Knicks in the late 80s, then at UK before head coaching stops at Western Kentucky, Pittsburgh, and most recently Holy Cross. Reaction has been mixed to the hire. Some say it is exactly what Rick Pitino needs, a veteran assistant who will challenge him, while Jeff Goodman of FoxSports.com, I talked to him tonight, he believes Pitino should have went after someone with strong recruiting ties, especially with John Calipari down the road in Lexington.
You don't need another coach. I understand the situation he's in, and he wants somebody he can trust. But again, I would not have gone in this direction. I do not think it's a good move. I would have went for a big-time recruiter, the best recruiter I could have found.
Once again, Friday, 3 o'clock, Ralph Willard introduced as new U of L assistant coach. Meanwhile, the Bull East Chargers say they have the bumps and the bruises to make a strong run at the state baseball title. They take on South Laurel tomorrow afternoon in the state's quarterfinals down in Lexington. The Chargers are coming off a 2-1 win over E-Town and Semi-State. They had to win the last 2 games against the Panthers to advance.
We've been battle-tested. A lot of these teams are big powerhouse teams, and nobody really touches them all season, and then once they get in a little trouble, they don't know how to deal with it. But we've dealt with a lot of trouble through all 4 of our years. We've been battling, and we know what it's all about. We know how bad it sucks to lose, and we know how good it feels to win. And I think I can speak for everybody and say that we like to win more than lose.
That game is tomorrow at 1:30. Later in the night, Trinity takes on Harrison County. The male athlete of the month, the HS Game Time athlete of the month, was pretty good on the diamond as well. Tyler Amos, he played on the Floyd Central varsity team for 4 years, started 3 of them in center field. He's going to Indiana State in the fall to study aviation. And the female athlete of the month is Eastern's Chelsea Collard. She's a 5-year member of the Eagles softball team, member of the National Honor Society, the sports editor also for the yearbook, and a Governor's Scholar. She's set to play softball for Center College next season. For more info on these athletes and the latest info on high school sports in Kentuckiana, just go to hsgametime.com. You can also follow us on Twitter. Mark this down. Our username is HSGT Louisville. You can follow us right there on Twitter. Kentucky Speedway will be in the national spotlight this Saturday when the NASCAR Nationwide Series rolls into town. Big-name drivers like Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch will be ripping up the Speedway asphalt. One guy to keep an eye on, however, is Stephen Light. He won the race back in 2000.
It's kind of sad because no way that I can get to run here. I came and tested for Clinton in his 2-car the year he won the championship in 08, and didn't get to race. So it was kind of sucks a little bit not getting to defend my title. So I kind of feel like I'm defending it coming back this year and running the race, even though I didn't run last year. So it's going to be fun.
That race, Doug, is Saturday night, 8 o'clock, one of the bigger races up there at the Kentucky Speedway.
Thank you, Kyle. And we're going to update that overnight forecast. Again, Monty calling for heavy rain the next couple of days. That's right after this.